spill. I got my bone turkey breast. It's pretty easy to do. You can always watch YouTube videos. Biggest thing you want to do is be careful around the breastbone so you don't separate the two breasts in half. You can still do it that way, you just have to figure out, you probably pocket it and stuff it. But when I lay it out, I make sure I cut it so that we got all this extra space on both sides, so you kind of mess with it. And if you've seen any of my shows before, I'm going to do something really different. I'm going to stuff it with pesto. So the reason for the pesto is it's going to keep it really tender, moist, and I use basil and spinach in my pesto instead of pine nuts, pistachios. I think it's a great flavor. I've actually never tried this, but I think it's going to turn out really well. So the first thing you want to do, because I want to cross-contaminate a lot of stuff, is I'm just going to make big dollops of my pesto. And I thought of this because I made it for dinner the other night. And I said, oh, there's leftover. Guess what? What can I do with it? Oh, wait. It's almost time for turkey. Alright. And I'm just going to... a little more here. I want to use as much as possible because I really do want to get that flavor all throughout. And you know, when you're stuffing like this, if some falls out, big deal, you know. It's better to have more than not enough. Alright. I had no idea, so I just filled this little bowl up and said, yeah, that'll work. Kind of my thing, you know. Alright. So here's where we get a little dirty. We're going to get some pesto. Pesto's loving it right now. I'm going to get some on this side too, a whole lot. And the pesto kind of sticks to it, so it's kind of easier to work with. Because my hands are going to be really a mess, but who cares? And flip. Just get some on here. And there's no magic. You know, stuffing anything is just making sure you got the right stuffing. Okay, now it's getting on because it's getting my fingers bad. And I like these kind of off-brand. This is like a generic off-brand local store turkey. I like them because they don't tend to like use a lot of like salt or any kind of injection fluid to add to the weight. That's basically what it amounts to, right? Alright. So what I'm going to do with this. So what I like to do, bring it all together like your closing book. And now it looks better, right? It looks more normal. So what I need to do, I pre-cut some butcher's string. And I want to... My hands are so friggin' slippery. I don't know if I can do this. Let's get some down here. You can just nod it if you want, because we're going to, this one's kind of short. That's okay. All right. So, as you can see, under the circumstances, because I've got all this beautiful pesto, actually coming up that end, I didn't see that. I'm going to cook it, this sounds funny, but breast side down. I mean, the whole thing's a breast, I understand. But that skin side, because we need to keep all that cooking in there. And, you know, we have to reach a temperature of 165 to make this safe. And to do that, when we do that, this is all going to kind of firm up, right? That's what happens. Turkey firms up as it cooks, so it won't be all jiggly. The only thing I want to do, which I'm going to show you, need some new paper towels. And I bone it with a simple boning knife. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy. You just take your time. And you know, you'll get so that if you've done it, do it a few times, that you can feel where the bone is, so you don't do it. And then just kind of look at it, like, is there anything that looks like I need to cut it out? Any kind of tendons or anything? Alright, so what I need to do, set this right like this. I'm going to get my roasting pan, because it's going to go in a 375 oven. It's going to take about 2.5 hours, but of course I have my trusty remote internal thermometer, so I can keep an eye on it. So I just want to transfer this kind of crosswise on the grating there. This is a great roasting pan because you can do like huge turkeys too. I like this is deep so it doesn't splatter all over the place. And the only thing I'm going to do is I want to put a little pepper, especially on the skin. Help with that crisping it up. And contrary to popular belief, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, well, you know I'm not a big fan of brine. It really doesn't help with the skin cooking or anything. I just find if you get too much salt on it, sometimes if I'm cooking like a whole turkey, so I've got the breast up, I'll sprinkle a little bit of salt, but very minimal. But I think because we're stuffing it this way, it's going to definitely have enough flavor to it, so we don't have to salt it, right? Isn't that the goal? If you've never seen how this works, we've got a little probe. We're going to find the thickest part of the breast. This thing's ancient. I got it like on sale for like $5, like Black Friday, like 100 years ago. And you just want to kind of run along in the fattest side. There we go. And the whole thing goes in the oven, 375. And I'll show you what it looks like later. I'll have a beautiful picture of it for you to drool over. Anyways, I hope you have fun. I know this video's a little late, but better than never, and it's going to taste really great. I'll see you back with other videos. Have a great day.